So I hear this question a lot. How did you have 17 Division One offers and you end up at JUCO? How was you committed to Maryland and you end up at JUCO? How do you got offers from Texas A&M, Miami, Syracuse, Penn State, Boston College, all the big schools? And the simple answer is I wasn't focused in high school. Everything came so fast. 2, 3 offers a day. The girls, the clout, the feeling like you just that nigga. It all came so fast. I felt like I was untouchable. Walking to the store, the old heads saying we believe in you. Everybody looking up to you. Nobody in my family before ever got to this level. I felt like I ain't had to do nothing but play sports. And when your coaches tell you you can't go nowhere without them grades, listen to them. My coaches ask me every day, how them grades? You staying on top of your grades? I'm brushing it off. I'm good. Whole time in my head, I'm like, fuck school. I don't need school. I'm gonna play ball. They gonna take me just because I'm good. Them coaches do not give a fuck about that. If you ain't got no grades, you ain't going nowhere. And that's something I didn't understand at that time. I'm chasing girls. I'm skipping school. I'm not doing no homework. Mind you, I'm an intelligent nigga. When I apply myself, I can do anything. Really, the work was easy. Everything was so easy. But I never applied myself to school. After them coaches asked for my grades.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, you see the clip. This needs to be talked about. I might be a little nervous. I'm trying to look over here at my dog. I'm seeing if you're going to let me do this. But the brother was talking about arrogance. You know, when you're young and you feel like you're the man and people tell you simple things to do and you don't do them because you think I'm him. You're not putting together two and two that the world doesn't work the way you think, And like he was talking about, why didn't you go to college? Why didn't you go this? He said, man, I didn't get my grades. They told me to get my grades. But I thought I was so good that they gonna bend the rules and they forget my grades, player. This ain't the 80s. For all you young cats, this ain't the 80s. Just for the record. And even the 90s, where if you're that good, we'll figure out a way. Ain't no figuring out a way now. These programs make millions and millions and millions, tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. And you think they're going to jeopardize that because you think you're the one? That's what recruiting's for. They recruit multiple people who are supposed to be good, who's supposed to be him. So if you don't do what you're supposed to do, they're like, okay, well, next. It's okay. If you got a bad attitude problem, next. You don't have your grades, next. And some of y'all make it to the college and they let y'all, y'all made it to the school, y'all fixed everything, and then y'all got there and y'all like, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. Oh, you ain't gonna do none of this stuff? Next. That's what happens. I don't know what, and one of the things he talked about, chill out, Joji, one of the things he talked about that I take umbrage with, that I have to take issue with, is not him, but it's something that he said because I heard it too many times. He said, what I'm saying? I thought, how did he say? I'm smart. I'm smart. I could have did the schoolwork. It's easy. And it's like, nobody who's an adult is going to look at you as smart because you said I could have did the work because the work was easy, but I didn't do it. They're going to say, well, if it was that doggone easy, why didn't you just do it? So you can do so the sport's easy, you could do that, but the school is easy, but you can't do that. We have this thing where people say that they're smart, but they don't make smart decisions. And because I have a talent, that gives me license to make dumb decisions. And it doesn't. What it does give you license to be looked at as dumber than you might be. And what I mean by that is people will say, you got all this talent and you were dumb enough to blow it for that dumb reason. And a lot of you young men don't get this. A lot of you kids, some of you young women, y'all, just because you doing good in sports, or if you're doing good in academics and you think I ain't gotta do nothing else, I'm just the best. There's always somebody better. And I'm gonna tell you like this. It's not just that somebody's better. There's always somebody better than you because they realize your weakness is your laziness and ego. God may have given you better gifts than me, but God didn't make me lazy like you. God didn't make me entitled like you. So guess what? All your gifts is a waste. Because what you ain't willing to do is work to get them. I don't like some of us don't realize you think you've made it when you haven't made it yet. And this goes in all facets of life. I'm just using the sports thing as a reference. Some of us think, because I see that I have the talent or the ability of these great people, that means I'm great. And it's like, no, you don't. It means you can be great. But you ain't even got in the building yet. I'm the greatest rapper alive. Ain't nobody heard you yet though. But I'm great though. But they gonna hear me. So you gonna keep rapping, right? Man, I'm great. I ain't even gotta keep rapping. I ain't doing nothing, man. They gonna come. So you gonna be the greatest rapper. You the greatest rapper, but you won't rap and you won't put out anything and you won't record anything. But you the greatest, and you're supposed to be in the same conversation as people who put out material. Yeah. No, that's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. And we don't realize how bad it has gotten to the point where we think that we don't have to put in any work. And when when multiple people tell you, hey, do that, you got to 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 do that, and you go, but no, I don't. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't say you weren't told. You can't say people didn't want you to win because they did, because they wanted you to win so bad. They wanted you to make sure you did all the things to put yourself in position to win. You sabotaged yourself. It ain't nothing worse than you sabotaging yourself and then looking at society like, I don't know how I'm here. You're how you're here. I don't know how I got in that situation. You're how you got in that situation. So for all you self-sabotagers out there, you still got to do the little things because they're not going to change the system for you. Hate to break the news to you, they're not. Even the great people who are troublemakers still did the things it took to get themselves in a position. They didn't blow that part. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. I got to get this dog outside. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you.